Children, today we will be discussing more problems of probability. So we'll be discussing more complex problems on different categories like problems of numbers, cards, okay, and dice and coins, right? So let's start with the problem of numbers first. It is given that 10 identical cards are numbered 1 to 100. The card well shuffled and then a card is drawn. Find the probability that the number of card drawn is number 1 multiple of 5. Then they are saying that the cards 100 cards are there numbering 1 to 100. From those well shuffled pack of cards, one card is drawn, and what we have to calculate that the card drawn is a multiple of 5. Now what are the numbers between from 1 to 100 which are multiple of 5? So the numbers are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on up to 100. So when we count the numbers, what we'll get? The number of events is 20. The number of events is 20, and sample space, all the numbers between from 1 to 100 is 100. So the probability of happening an event is 20 upon 100, which is 1 by 5. Alright. In the second part, it is given that when a card is drawn, what is the probability that the card drawn having the number between 40 to 60? That the number printed on the card which is drawn is between 40 to 60. So let's count the number, how many numbers of outcome that we could have for the favorable event. Right. So all the numbers which are between 40 to 60 are the favorable events. So when we count the numbers between 40 to 60, how many numbers we will get? 41, 42 up to 59 will be 19 numbers. Okay. So number of favorable event B is 19 and sample space is 100. Total number of outcomes is 100. So the probability of happening event B will be 19 upon 100. Right. Now in the third point it is given that find the probability that the card drawn has a number greater than 85. Now how many numbers are greater than 85? 86, 87 up to 100. So when we count the numbers, we'll get the total count numbers greater than 85 will be 14. I've assumed that this is event C. And the sample space is 100. Right, total number of outcomes 1 to 100 is 100. So when we calculate the probability of getting C is number of favorable events upon total number of outcomes, it will be 15 upon 100. On simplification, we'll get 3 upon 20. Alright children, please note down the solution first. Children, now let's see another sum. In this sum, it is given that if two coins are tossed once, what is the probability of getting number 1, 2 heads, number 2, at least 1 head, and number 3, both head and both tail. Right. First, if we calculate the sample space, when two coins are tossed, then the total number of outcomes we calculate. So the first outcome, it could be head, one coin head will come and another coin head also appears. So on both the coin head appears. Either on first coin tail appears, second coin head appears. And on the first coin head appears, second coin tail appears, or either both the coin shows tails. So these are the total number of outcomes that could happen on the toss of two coins together, or one coin is tossed 2 times. So the sample space here, it will be 4. Right. If we talk about the number of favorable event, what is favorable event? 2 heads will come. So how many events are there in which 2 heads are coming? There is only one event. So I have said that the probability of event A is 1. Sample space is 4. So probability of happening an event is 1 by 4. Understood children? In the second part, they are saying that at least 1 head. Actually, this is third part and this is second part. Let's do the correction here. This is third part and this is second part. So I have assumed that this has event C. Now they are saying that at least 1 head will appear. At least means minimum 1 head. Maximum 2 heads can appear. So how many events are in favor of this condition? Either head could appear, tail head could appear, head tail could appear. So there are 3 events which supports this event, which are in favor of this event C. So number of favorable event for C is 3. So sample space 4. So probability of getting a event C is 3 by 4. Right. See the last 2 heads and both are either both are heads or both are tails will appear. So there is one event both the coins shows head, and there is another event both the coins show tail. So this is number of favorable event of B will be 2 and sample space is 4. So the probability of happening of B event will be 2 by 4. Right? That will be 1 by 2. Alright children, note down the solution please. Let's try to understand something about cards before solving the sums based on cards, playing cards. Okay, so how many total playing cards are there in a one deck? It's 52 cards. Playing cards are divided into 4 categories: diamond, hearts, spade, club. Each category has 13 cards. 13 cards of diamond, 13 cards of hearts, 13 cards of club, spade, and 13 cards of club. Right? And of the 13 cards are named as ace, king, queen, jack, then 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards. Okay. So similarly, 13 cards of spade will be having, 13 cards of heart will be having, and 13 cards of diamond we will be having. Right. So these cards which are called face cards, king, queen, and jack. These 3 are called the face card. If you see that, if you have seen the playing cards, deck of playing cards, you will see that faces are printed on these cards. So that's why they are called face cards. Now, total face cards in a pack, there are 12. So 4 king, 4 queens, and 4 jack, which makes them 12 face cards. Total black card in a pack, 13 club black cards and 13 spade black card. Black and club and spade are of black in color. So total number of black card is 26, and hearts and diamonds are of red color. So total red cards will be 13 plus 13. It will be 26. All right, children. Note down this much first. Let's see another sum, children. Now this sum is based on cards. It is given that a card is drawn from a well shuffled pack of 52 cards. Find the probability that the card drawn is. Now there are 8 points total. First point, spade card. Let's see first point, it's spade card. Now when in a pack of cards, what is the sample space? Sample space is 52. That means number of events that could occur is, and spade cards are in 13 in number, right? So I have assumed that number of event as A, the first part as A event, and the number of favorable events of A is 13, and total number of events 52. The probability of happening of A is 13 upon 52, which is 1 by 4, right? Let's see another some red card. Now children, how many red cards are there? 13, heart 13, diamond, total red card 26. Total number of cards 52. Probability of happening of B is 26 upon 52. That will be 1 by 2. Understood? Now let's see the third point. Face card. Just we have studied. Well, how many face cards are there? 12. Probability of getting a total number of cards 52. Probability of getting event C will be 12 upon 52, which is 4 3 the 12, 4 13 the 52. 3 upon 13. Next is D event. D event says fourth part. In fourth part, they are asking that 5 of heart or diamond. So there is only 2 favorable events there. Either you get 5 of heart, either you get 5 of diamond. So how many favorable outcomes of D? 2. Probability of D will be 2 upon 52. It will be 1 by 26. Alright. Let's see another part. Fifth part. Jack or queen. Either jack will come or queen will come. So how many jacks are there in a pack of cards? 52. Right. How many jacks are there? 4. And queens 4. Total 4 queens and 4 jacks will be 8 number of favorable event of E. So probability of the E will be 8 upon 52 will be 2 upon 13. Right. The sixth part. In sixth part it is in that ace and king. Find the probability of getting either ace and king. So is it possible that both will come together? You get ace and king both in one card. No, it is not possible. So the probability of the favorable events of F will be 0, because we cannot obtain ace and king both on one card. right? So the favorable outcome will be 0. Total number of outcome of 52. Probability of happening of f will be 0 upon 52. It will be 0. Right? Let's see another sum. 7th. Red and king. Either red card will come and king will come. So how many red kings are there? There are only 2 red kings. 1 red king of heart, 1 red king of diamond. So number of favorable outcome is 2. Total number of sample space 52. Probability of happening G will be 2 upon 52. It will be 1 by 26. 2 1 are 2, 26 are 52. Last point. Red card will come or a queen will come. Now here they have written or means either red card could appear or king could appear. So how many red cards are there? How many red cards are there? 26 red cards are there, and in 26 red cards 2 kings are included. That means how many kings are remaining now? 2 black kings, right? So for the 8th point, the sample space is 26 plus 2, it will be 28. Number of favorable outcomes of H will be 28. Probability of getting H is 28 upon 52. That will be 7 by 13. When you cancel. Alright children. Please note down the solution. Let's see another sum children. Now this sum is based on dice. Okay. It is given that in a single throw of 2 dice, find the probability of, right? And the conditions are given. Questions are given, points are given that we have to calculate the probability. Now let's see, first discuss the sample space when we throw 2 dice together. If we throw 1 dice, only 6 events will occur because the dice has 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is printed on every face. But if we throw 2 dice, let's see the sample space. With one can occur, like 1 will come on first dice, 1 will come on second dice. Then 1 will come on first dice, 2 will come on second dice. 1 could come on first dice and 3 could come on second dice. Similarly, how many events are getting? We are getting, with 1 we are getting 6 events. With 2 we are getting 6 events. With 3 we are got 3 on the first dice, we are getting 6 events. Similarly, we'll get 6 into 6, that is 36 events. So if we have to calculate the sample space, if 2 dices are thrown, that will be 6 to the power 2, which is 36. So sample space of 4 dices are thrown, 6 to the power 4. Sample space of 10 dices are thrown, 6 to the power 10. Alright children. Don't get confused. Let's see the condition first. Now the first point is saying that a doublet will occur. What is doublet? On both the dices same number occurs. Triplet is on all the 3 dices or same number. Like doublet is 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 and triplet is 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 like that. So here doublet they are asking. So how many doublets can we see in this total number of outcomes? 6 doublets, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 6, 6. So for question point 1, the number of favorable event of A will be 6. Sample space is 36, 6 upon 36, it will be 1. Let's see second point. A number less than 3 on each dice. On each die, the number less than 3 must be there. So here you can see that 3 is coming, 3 is coming, 3 is coming, 3 is coming, 3 is coming. And all the numbers beyond this are greater than 3. Right? So inside this rectangle only there are numbers which are less than 3. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, either 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. There are only 4 events which follow this condition, which are given as the number less than 3 on each dice. So number of favorable event for B will be 4. So probability of B will be 4 by 36, that is 1 by 9. Alright. 4 is the favorable event and number of total number of events is 36. 4 upon 36, 1 by 9. Let's see about C. In third point, they are saying you find the probability of an odd number, a sum. That means we have to calculate odd number as the sum. Let's see where we are getting odd number as a sum. 3, 5, 7. So 3 events are there in the first with 1, 3, 5, 7. 3 events with second, 5, 7, 9. 3 events with 3, 3, 3, 3. 3, 6 are 3, 6 are 18 events. So number of favorable outcomes of C will be 18. Total number of outcome 36. Probability of getting C is 18 upon 36, which is 1 by 2. Alright children, let's see fourth point. In the fourth point it is given that a total of at most 10. That means maximum 10 could occur or less than 10 could occur. No total is more than 10 accepted. That means at most 10, maximum 10 could occur. 10 could be the total, right? That can occur in this event. So if you see that where the total of 10 is coming in this diagonal 6 4 5 5 6 4, in this diagonal the total of 10 is coming. Above this diagonal you'll find the total less than 10, and above this or below this rather you'll find the diagonal which are total greater than 10 is there. Here you'll get 11 total in these two events, here you'll get 12 as a total. So the at most 10 are these events. So total number of events 36. 3 events are not getting the total or getting a total greater than 10. So this will be excluded. 36 minus 3 is 33. Total number of events is 33. Probability of getting an event D will be 33 upon 36, which is 36 is the sample space. 11 upon 12 will be the answer. 3 11s are 3 12s are 36. Right. Fifth point. First note down this much first. Let's see the fifth point of the sum. Now in this fifth point they are given that find the probability of an odd number on one die and a number less than or equal to 4 on the other die. That means two conditions must be fulfilled together. One die must show odd number, other dice must show number less than or equal to 4. Right, let's calculate how many events which are in favor of this condition. 1 1 is odd number, other number is less than 4 or equal to 4. 1 is odd number, other number is less than 4. 1 is odd number. So the number favorable events I have calculated here. 1 1 2 2 1 3 1 4 1 5. See, in 1 5 this is the odd number and this number is less than or equal to 4. Don't think that this is odd number, this number is greater than 4. The condition is odd number on one die and number less than 4 on other die. So if odd number is coming one die, I am considering this as odd number and this number less than or equal to 4. Right? Don't get confused children. So this way when we calculate the total number of outcomes, we will get the total number of outcomes as 20. So probability of getting the event E will be 20 upon 36. That will be 5 by 9. 4 5 the 20, 4 9 the 36. Alright children. Note down this sum please.